Hello everyone, welcome back. And in this tutorial, we are going to study the anatomy of Flexor Pollicis Longus muscle. So this muscle, the Flexor Pollicis Longus, is one of the three deep muscles of the anterior compartment of forearm. The other two deep muscles of the anterior forearm are the Pronator Quadratus and the Flexor Digitorum Profundus. These three muscles lie deep to this intermediate muscle of the anterior forearm, which is the Flexor Digitorum Superficialis muscle. So the Flexor Pollicis Longus muscle has got its origin from the anterior surface of the radius and the adjacent interosseous membrane of the forearm. And after origin from these specific areas, the muscle fibers of this muscle form a single muscle tendon which runs through the carpal tunnel. And after passing through the carpal tunnel, this tendon then travels towards the thumb and inserts onto the palmar aspect of the base of the distal phalanx of the thumb. If we discuss the actions performed by this muscle, so on contraction, this muscle acts through its tendon of insertion onto the distal phalanx of the thumb and flexes the thumb at the distal interphalangeal and metacarpophalangeal joints. One another function, and the most important one, performed by this muscle is the opposition of the thumb to the other fingers of the hand. And with the help of this function, we can grasp any small or large objects in our hands. The Flexor Pollicis Longus muscle receives its innervation from the median nerve. So the median nerve supplies the Flexor Pollicis Longus muscle through this branch called the anterior interosseous nerve of forearm. And if we look at the origin of the median nerve, so as you can see, this nerve has got its origin from both the medial and lateral cords of the brachial plexus. And this nerve has got its nerve fibers from 7th and 8th cervical spinal nerve roots. But first thoracic spinal nerve root may also contribute some of its nerve fibers to median nerve, according to some anatomy studies. Now let's move on to the arterial supply of the Flexor Pollicis Longus muscle. So this muscle receives its arterial supply from two arteries, and these are the radial artery and the anterior interosseous artery. The anterior interosseous artery arises as an anterior branch of the common interosseous artery, and the common interosseous artery arises from the ulnar artery. And then the ulnar artery together with the radial artery arise as medial and lateral divisions of the brachial artery respectively. So now let's revise all these study points for the Flexor Pollicis Longus muscle. So this muscle originates from the anterior surface of the radius and the adjacent interosseous membrane of the forearm. This muscle inserts onto the palmar aspect of the base of the distal phalanx of the thumb. It has got its nerve supply from the median nerve, and it has got its arterial supply from two arteries, and these are the radial artery and the anterior interosseous artery. And if we revise the actions performed by this muscle, so this muscle flexes the thumb at the distal interphalangeal and metacarpophalangeal joints, and it opposes the thumb to the other fingers of the hand. So this was a tutorial on the Flexor Pollicis Longus muscle. Hope this is helpful. Thank you so much.